Well, it's time for me to get married. Oh, you too? Okay. Looks like we're off there. Well, let's reproduce tonight. Okay, good. I'll see you at about 7 o'clock. Great. All right. Okay. But that's not how this works. And she's oblivious to it. Completely oblivious to it. And in fact, she is hubristically oblivious to that. She's pridefully, triumphantly oblivious to this. Well, why aren't there manning up? Why aren't there enough guys taking responsibility so that these poor women like her, these great catches, how come they're not getting what they're after? How come you as a man are not completing her life's plan for her? Bad man. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, about 20 things.
Yeah, you've missed. I still haven't heard the type of man you want.
Oh, you want even the physical characteristics?
No, I want the type of man you want. A male type is you want a man who is this way, does this, feels this, thinks that. That's a type. Maybe we're having trouble with finding it because you don't know exactly what it is.
Heard. Received.
And let me tell you something. And you all that in a bag of chips. You everything. You got
salsa,
great personality.
Queso.
Salsa, queso.
Guacamole.
But you a lot, though.
I know.
You a lot. I just found that out just talking to you. You just a lot. And you lot. But you done had 3 men that are locked in on that lot. But then what you kept wanting from them, they didn't live up to it.
And I wanted to live out my dream, too.
So not. And you want to live out your dream.
And I did. So now I'm 35.
But see, you can't drag
Single.
everybody with you on your dream
Sure.
that don't want to go. So if I want to help you, lady, because you seem like you really want this answer, if I just knew what you wanted, if you knew what you wanted, you feel me?
Yeah, I do. I'm crying because I got it. Connected. I get it.
See, you're a sweet person. So let me tell you what you got going for you.
She's alpha female.
I think your personality is top flight. Seem like a fun person. You seem sweet. You're not nasty or evil. You got a beautiful personality. You're pretty. You're a nice looking lady. You take care of yourself. And you seem to be so far to have made yourself happy. Now, all we need is for you to be willing to do for someone else the same thing that you expect them to do for you. Instead of trying to find the person that fits this, you got to find out where you fit too. I think if you do that, that's it.
Thanks.
That was probably the single worst non-answer I have ever heard come out of mainstream talk show hosts. Just be yourself, live your truth. What? Like what on earth? Let me pull this out of here for you guys. Now, the reason I thought that this was significant is because I see this as something that's a little bit more popular. It's like trying to explain things to women in terms of here's your nature. Here's what I see as like, God forbid, some layman actually give you an analysis of what they think, women's nature is. How dare you? We're supposed to be mysteries. We're supposed to be unknowable, forces of nature that men aren't supposed to be able to figure out. And I was like, no, it's easy. It's not as hard as you think it is, ladies, really. But that was probably the worst non-answer. It's like it's a distraction. It's like what you say when you don't know what to say. It's like just be yourself. Like that advice. Just be yourself. And the right one will come along. Well, it's 35 and the guy's not coming along. That lady right there is no further ahead. Has no better knowledge than she did when she walked into that studio. Assuming that was even a real thing. It might have been a setup. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I mean, she came in there with her mom, right? If that lady was here, if I was the one giving her the advice anyways, if I was the one trying to sort of spell things out for her, I would say, look, you are statistically not going to find the guy that you're looking for. Do you need to dumb yourself down? Well, if you're going to call it dumb yourself down, then okay, fine. But you better fem yourself up. You better start busting yourself down and losing this hubris that you've probably been acculturated for and socialized to believe in for a very long time. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be a dumbass. That doesn't mean that you're worthless. The problem that most women have, and ladies, again, this is your show, so here we go. The problem that most women have when someone like myself or anybody in the red pill sphere tries to explain the difference between sexual market value and personal worth, it is always conflated by women. That's why when I'm on Fresh and Fit or something like that, and I'm talking to women, usually it's after the third White Claw. But when I'm trying to have this conversation, I try to, even Myron, I see Myron get really frustrated at this because it gets to the point of diminishing returns. This is what I was trying to say in that way back in March when I was talking to that one sort of rabid militant feminist who was that Amanda. I think it was, yeah, her name was Amanda. We call her Giga Karen, right? And, you know, Kevin Samuels came on at the very last, last 20 minutes of the show and like sort of, hey, you're average at best. Ha ha. I'm out of here. Right. But she's no further ahead. She doesn't understand anything more than this chick here on Steve Harvey right now. She doesn't get it. What's she going to do? She's going to go on executive introductions. It's not going to happen, man. And she wouldn't care anyways, because she sounds like she's very religious. And I was going to say there's a religious component to this as well. And when women get to the epiphany phase, they tend to find God at that point. And yes, you know what I'm going to say here. I have a full show on Michaela Peterson in the bank right now. It's coming. I have to be real careful about it because everybody wants to say, oh, Rollo just hates Jordan Peterson and now he's attacking his daughter. No, she puts herself out there and she is right on schedule, right on schedule. Divorced her husband, so suddenly she's out there putting herself out on Instagram. And it's like, who didn't see this coming? Who didn't know this was going to happen? I mean, really, in this sphere, who didn't know that was going to happen? Okay, right on schedule. She's 29 years old. She will be 30 years old. I looked it up, January 4th of next year. She will be 30 years old. She's right on schedule. And you know what? I'm going to make this prediction right now. Michaela Peterson will be that 35-year-old woman. She'll be, give it another 5 years, and she will be exactly in the same place. Well, I can't find the right guy. Also, let me remind you, while I'm here, Tommy Lahren getting married, or is she married now? Or I know she's engaged. At the very least, she's engaged at this point. Okay. What did I tell you a year ago when she was 28 years old and she was raging with the same kind of energy or the same kind of mentality, the same like bonehead, obliviousness to her own conditions, her own state. Fortunately, she's Tommy Lahren. And second of all, she's 28 years old. So she's got a little bit more time than, say, 35-year-old Steve Harvey girl here. But where is she now? Right on schedule. Right what I said was going to happen. Right? Of course, there's going to be a guy that's ready to wife her up. Are you kidding? Oh, Tommy, it's time for Tommy to get married. Well, what is she? Oh, she's really upset. What is she looking for? Well, I can be that guy. She went with, what was it? Wasn't Derek? No, it wasn't Derek Carr. Who's the other guy? Forget the guy is a quarterback for Chicago Bears. She was dating that guy for a little while. She was dating a bunch of guys. And now suddenly she's getting wifed up right on time. Right after the nervous breakdown. Oh my God. The lights are going to come up in the club. My sexual market value is in decay. And these guys aren't living up to their end of the bargain. That's essentially what this chick is saying. I did everything right. I'm an alpha female. Where's my alpha prince? Not with you, because the alpha prince wants to get with the hot 23-year-old girl who's feminine, who is naturally, organically appreciative of his value. She, as I said before, it's like you got women who want to get, Jay Cutler. Thank you, Jay Cutler, not the bodybuilder. Jay Cutler, the quarterback of the I believe it's Chicago Bears, right? She was dating that guy.